I need your help me please subscribe my Chanla. The problem with being cast as a family's fault line is that everyone forgets I'm still human. I stop being a person and turn into a role, absorb the hit, smooth things over, keep the peace. By 31, I'd mastered the art of silence while everyone else sang their usual parts. My sister, Sabrina, was always the star of the show. 3 years older, married to Caleb, the orthodontist everyone in the suburbs waited months to see. She had the picture-perfect life. SUVs, holidays, endless posts of turquoise water and curated countertops. I stayed quiet. I'm Nora, the younger one, the background note who never found her lane. I work as a financial analyst. When my mother explains it, she says, I shuffle numbers for other people's money. Though unremarkable, the $240,000 salary never makes it into that version. I dress simply, drive something sensible, rent a small apartment. I don't post online. In our family, love turned fragile when had to perform. Sabrina performs beautifully. Designer handbags, holiday reels, perfect lighting. The Christmas after her wedding, she gifted Cartier bracelets like knighthoods. Our mother flashed hers at book club, like it proved something. No one knew I was the one quietly keeping her world intact. It started one night with a whisper at 11 p.m. I messed up Nora. Caleb can't find out. I maxed out a card on the house. Just this once. The minimum's due $890. I paid it because sisters. 3 months later, $1,200. Then the car payment. Another card. Then a can't-miss business loan that missed badly. By the end of the first year, I covered $23,000 in minimum payments. She swore she'd pay me back every time. I believed her. For years later, the math told the story. Her debt ballooned to $87,000, and I had personally paid $41,300, mostly swallowed by interest. I told myself I was saving her marriage. Thanksgiving came anyway. Centerpieces, cousins, polite laughter. I brought a store-bought pie in my silence into my mother's gleaming kitchen. Dinner followed the usual script. Caleb talked about expanding his practice. Sabrina passed around vacation photos, a little reset before the holidays, and set down a $200 charcuterie board like it was a trophy. My mother brushed her Burberry sleeve. When conversation drifted to me, the tone softened with practiced pity. Nora's still doing her number thing, she said. Steady. My father added, like I was a reliable appliance. My cousin Leah murmured that her student loans were suffocating her. I started to offer real solutions, refinancing, consolidation steps, but my mother raised a hand. Not everyone wants spreadsheets at dinner. Then she turned to Sabrina. You're so good with money. Tell Leah what to do. Sabrina smiled. Budget better. Maybe a side hustle. Air in a bucket. After dessert, I found Leah in the kitchen. If you want real help, I began. Sabrina swept in, glass of wine in hand, her smile sharp. Can you not insert yourself? She doesn't need your whatever it is you do. My father appeared. What's going on? Sabrina's voice climbed. Nora keeps giving advice when she can't even handle her own bills. The room froze. Heat rose up my neck. That's not true, I said. She went on. You're always broke. That's why you dress like that. You were begging last month. Faces turned toward her, toward the sun. Something inside me, small and loyal, finally broke. I pulled out my phone. You're right, I said evenly. It is embarrassing. I opened my banking app and began canceling every scheduled transfer, one by one. 6 total, 2 cards, a personal loan, the car payment, insurance, the household float. My thumb didn't shake. Sabrina's phone buzzed. Then again. Declined. Autopay failed. Insufficient funds. She brushed it off, then looked down. Her face drained white. I slipped on my coat. I'll stop making my problems yours, I said, and walked into the cold. That night, my phone exploded, calls from Sabrina, my parents' unknown numbers. I brewed tea and opened my laptop, building a precise ledger. Every payment, every promise, every timestamp from the last 4 years. Near midnight, a text lit the screen. I have $187,000 in debt. You can't do this to me. Please. I typed back. You told everyone I beg you for money. I'm respecting your story. Her reply. Call me. Fix this. Morning would bring the bank and the reckoning. At 8:47 a.m., a voice from Chase confirmed. Do you want to finalize the cancellation for account ending in 7734? Yes, I said. Family arrangement ended. Minutes later, Sabrina called again. I let it ring. Then Caleb called. I'm sorry for what she said, he began. I'll handle it from here. When the line went dead, I felt like I'd surfaced from deep water. By evening, my mother was pleading. My father urged compassion. I repeated it clearly. I don't pay other people's bills. The next day, Sabrina showed up barefaced, trembling. Just a bridge, she begged. A few months. I opened the door, but not my wallet. For years was a bridge. I said, you can walk now. She cried, then left. Weeks passed. Caleb sold her SUV, canceled her trip, and set a real budget. Leah texted. We met for coffee, consolidated her loans, and saved her $14,000. I slept like a locked door. 6 months later, a notification pinged. $500 transferred. First payment. I'm paying you back, she wrote. Received. Thank you. I replied. I'm 32 now. I still live simply, but the quiet in my home belongs entirely to me. And my phone no longer rings with anyone asking for help.